In this video, which is my 5000th video, we're going to actually look at the introduction of logarithms, and you'll need to watch this one and the next few videos really to fully understand what's going on. Okay, the opening statement says solving equations of the type a to the c is equal to b, where a and b are both positive numbers. So sometimes we get equations like a 5 to the x is equal to 7. How do we find what x is equal to? Well, if the numbers are like nice, we can actually solve them, as I'll show you in some of these examples here. So, given two positive numbers, and the numbers a and b have to be positive, there will always exist a third number c, such that a to the power of c is equal to b. And that's sort of what logarithms is about, is being able to find what c is. So if we look at 2 and 4, okay, so pause the video and see if you can actually find the value of c that goes here. Okay, did you come up with 2? Try the next one, which is 3 and 27. Did you come up with 3? Because 3 cubed is 27. So a bit more difficult, 25 and 5, what number goes here? Well, from your rules of indices, you know taking the square root of 25 is raising it to the power of half. What about this one? 7 and 1 over 49. Did you come up with 7 to the minus 2? 7 to the minus 2. So the third number doesn't always have to be positive. It's just this number and this number have to be positive. What about this one? 4 and 8. A little bit more difficult, but if you take the square root of 8, which is taking it to the half, and then raise it to the power of 3, you'll get 8. These are quite straightforward. What about this one? What about 2 to the c is equal to 3? That's a bit more difficult. Now we could use trial and improvement, or trial and error, to find the value of c, but it would be better if we could come up with a better method of doing it. Now, this is the large jump here. We say if a to the c is equal to b, then we can find c by taking log to the base a of b. This is called the index, or the power, the exponent, and this is called the base. Okay, in the logarithm, the answer is the index, so this is what we're trying to find when we're using logarithms, and this is called the base. Okay, and being given that, and being able to write it like that is quite important, or given that, can you write it like that? Those two transitions are quite important. That implies that, and this implies that, and being able to manipulate that is quite important when we're beginning logarithms. So we say that c is the logarithm to the base a of b, or for short, log to the base a of b for short. We know that 10 cubed is equal to 1000. So if we apply that a to the c is equal to b, writing it this way round, we'll apply that c is log a of b, which means here 3 is equal to log to the base 10 of 1000. So we've got that, and we need to be able to write it like that. This is one of the main objectives of this video is. If you check log to 1000 on your calculator, and we'll explain why there's no 10 here, this is what you get. Log to 1000 is give you the answer of 3. This is what it means. And what you're trying to do is that you're given 10 and 1000, and you're trying to work out the power. This is the meaning of the logarithm. Now, if the base is not written, then we always assume the base is 10. Okay, so normally we wouldn't write that in, it would just say log to 1000. This is why you only have to write in log to 1000 on your calculator. On the calculator, we have two main bases. Base 10 written as log, and base e written as ln. There they are, a screenshot of my calculator, log, and above it is the inverse function, 10 to the power of, log, and the inverse function, 10 to the power of, and this is called a natural logarithm, ln, and above it is e to the thing, and we'll talk about this one much later on. Okay, so in order to work out c in 2 to the c is equal to 3, if we apply this, a to the c is equal to b gives that c is equal to log a of b. So pause the video now and see if you can write that in that format. Did you come up with c is equal to log to the base 2 of 3? Okay, we can't work that out on our calculator yet because we don't have enough knowledge, but in a future video I will show you how to change the base either into 10 or e so that you can actually work that out on your calculator. So to find the numerical value, we would need to know how to change the base, coming up in a later video, of a logarithm to the base 10 or e. We will look at this in a future video. Okay, needless to say, I can give you the answer C is 1.58496. You can try that for yourself. Take 2 on your calculator, raise it to that number, and see if you get 3. Normally we round off to 3 significant figures, so it would be 1.58 to 3 significant figures. Okay, so in this video, we've sort of, all I really want you to fully understand is, given a to the c is equal to b, c is log a of b. And then given c is log a of b, can you write that like that? Or can you write that like that? And that's what you need to be able to do in this video. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and in the next video we will look at establishing some rules for logarithms in order to take it a little bit further. I hope you've understood, and I thank you very much for watching my 5,000th video.